You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame. You wanted me to come running when you called my name. You wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in, but that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. I'm born to hell. Chasing me all night and then sleeping till noon. Gonna do what I do, girl.
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Ready, break! Ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
That one thrown quickly. Watson on the RPO. Down the sideline. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Washington. 45 yards. Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
19, Charger, 19.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That one's complete. It's Keaton Mitchell. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass. This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Mitchell will take this one into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders.
And that's a really important opening drive here, Mike. You think back a week ago, there was a lot of disappointment. It was a long week of practice, a lot of questions that had to be answered inside that building. So you want to come and show, hey, last week is over. We are a lot better than how we looked then, and we can't do it a lot better than that.
Commanders 7, Giants nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. He is past the 20, but there is a marker down. Let's get the call. begin with a run by Scalaboo.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6.
19 tight, come!
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And 6 yards.
Unfortunately, Mike, over my career, I've been in this guy's shoes plenty of times, probably more than I wish to admit. You take your eyes off the ball. You think about becoming a runner before securing the catch, and when you do that, you end up watching the ball fall to the ground.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart, and he looks to be a bit short of the line, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
6 yards.
The Giants sending out their punter.
Jamie Gillen in punt formation for the Giants.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Ready?
1st and 10 now from the 36.
19 tight, come on, hit! Panther 60, Panther 60, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Bronco 80, let go!
Now it's the Arizona product, that is Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
2nd and 10.
Let's go! 70 line, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Steady!
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That one just too far. Out is... And it's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniel. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. The Commanders set to kick this one away. This brought in out past the 20. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. They'll start this on the ground with Scalaboo. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun. It's done. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it's going to be 4th down. A short field.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Alert! Alert! Hey. Let's go!
On 1st down, right back to Mitchell. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Ready, ready! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger! 18 Tiger, 18 Tiger! Ready!
Another run here with Mitchell. He'll manage only a couple. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Here we go, here we go! Panther 60, Panther 60! Panther 60, Panther 60! 70 Timberwolves!
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And that is incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And that'll set up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Again, and it's scattered. Oh, the ball's out.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hold it ready!
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Back!
Here comes the jet sweep.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences.
And he's in! Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Washington. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Commanders 14. Giants 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Emir Smith-Marset now to return it. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Commanders. That his first touchdown of the new year. And he'll take it back for the touchdown. What a tremendous mistake there. You want to secure the ball and give it to your offense, not give it up to the other team for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I think this is the fine line that all kick returners face. I think they all want to be impact players. When they get the ball in their hands, they think every play can be 6. But sometimes you got to know when it's over. You got to make sure at the end of this play, my offense is able to take the field and maintain possession. In this case, not only do you turn it over, you give them a quick touchdown on the other side.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Get this into the hands of Neighbors. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throwing him down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice game.
And he will have a Giants first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
37-yard line.
Dart. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play out of the G-men. 39 yards.
24-yard line.
Here's Scatterby. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Caught a yard at most. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Dart. He's got his man, Wandale Robinson. And he's into the end zone. Wandale Robinson. Touchdown, New York.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on the receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. And great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Commanders with the early lead. More from MetLife Stadium after this.
To kick off for New York.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Jack Panther. Go. Ready.
They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, come on. Hit. Practice, dragon 60. Steady.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, like the days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to. Yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
Liking 18.
They'll motion over Samuel. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Well, we sit up here all the time, and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the first down chain, he just catches that ball and turns upfield. They extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. He's got to go out and make that next play, because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
On play action, it is Dart. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. The throw is Dart. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. They can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
As you can probably imagine, Mike, this one really burns me. I mean, man, I wish my fellow tight ends catch every ball the entire game, but to be this open and not come down with it, I'm going to have to set a reminder. Next year at TEU, we're going to have to bring out some jugs machines.
Throwing, Dart. Open man, right side. He's got it. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, Giants.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Dart gonna throw it again. The pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag down in the backfield, usually the spot that tells us hold. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Go! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 72.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. To the air once more is Dart. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and mile.
And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's Daniel. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw is Daniels. He'll try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Now, Gano for the extra point. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Giants draw closer here. It's 21-14. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6.
19 Tiger, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll go again with Mitchell. And he's going to get the 1st down up past the 35-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
60 Vices, 60 Vices.
The motion man here is McClure. On the give, it's Mitchell. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Daniels to throw on second down. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Washington.
And the Washington first down.
Let's go, Viking 18!
On first down, it's Mitchell. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now Daniels. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Najee Harris. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks. But right now, it's been a lot of double coverage. It's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative, freeing him up.
Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
On the go. Gravity Lion. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll throw with Daniel. Open man left side. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Gonna run out of the gun, and here's Harris. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Giants' 12-yard line.
On the ready.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
They'll give it to Harris again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up 3rd down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they...
And he'll take this one in. Christian Watson, touchdown Washington.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here is Dark. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. So, we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Dart on first and 10. A throat behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
18 yards on the connection. That's good for a Giants first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
That's a short pickup to about the 47. Quan Martin is there for the stop. Second down, 8 yards to go. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. To the outside, complete to Johnson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Run straight ahead, that's Scattergood. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brings up second and 9.
From the 43, here's second and 9.
Nice. Let's go.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
9 yards to go.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Ready?
Third down and 9. Dart, and that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready?
This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. from the 21. Here's second down and 9.
Come on. Hit. 70 Timberwolves.
Throwing that, Daniel. Out wide, it's McClung. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Carry forward. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Set. Cowboy 80.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniel. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Commanders first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to. And certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
On the handoff, here comes Mitchell. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4.
19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll motion over Samuel.
Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And he will score. Christian Watson, touchdown Commanders. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Dart. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Here's Mitchell from the pistol. And he's into the end zone yet again. Keaton Mitchell. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference. And we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 1. On the give, Scatterboo. And that's should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points. They try to go with the quick game here in hopes they can do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. After that play, we have one of the commanders who is down. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So, a pair of first downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. It's Dart. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Deron Payne getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
At the 41-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Dart. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
And long.
18, Pioneer. Here we go, set.
Dart. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. Here comes Mitchell on the toss to the right. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get on the ball.
And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the 2nd half.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. To throw is Dart on 1st and 10. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
On 2nd down, Dart. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the 3rd quarter has come to an end. Third down, 3 to go. Throwing, Dart. That's caught. Side, it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 22 yards there. First down, Giants.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight, they continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
To the air again goes Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. They get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
throwing again, Dart. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
To the air once more is Dart. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Dart going to throw it again. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
A gain of 24 yards. That's another Giants first down.
The throw is Dart. It is brought in the end zone. Wandale Robinson. Touchdown, New York. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. A short one taken at the 10. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go. Cougar.
On the ground, this is Harris. He's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
70, Warriors 17.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. That one complete to Jalen Lane. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. The commander about to send this one away as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are under.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Dart. Playing that ball loosely, and it is out. The Commanders come up with it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on. Hit. Crack all 80. Ready.
They'll throw with Daniel. Now a screen set up for Harris. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Harris. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
70, hot 70.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Christian Watson, touchdown Commander. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. The Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Giants 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Track 60. Let's go.
On 1st down, Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got.
Okay, ready? 60.
Throwing is Dart. Again, working deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, Nick, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Dart going to throw here on second down. He'll get this out quickly to Neighbors. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third and long.
Brings up third down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Out of a gun, here comes Dart. Looking down the field, but that ball's incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down. We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Reno, 18 Cardinal, 18.
A run with Harris. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Third and 6.
70 Timberwolves.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. Lutz's kick is good. And the Commanders will extend their lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
He'll return this from the 10. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
19 Lions.
On first and 10 here in trouble, and down he goes. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter.
60 Maverick.
To the air on second down. Dart. He'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A pickup there of 28 yards.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. So at this point in the game, Mike, offensively, I think for the offensive coordinator and the quarterback and everyone, they're just trying to build on something. Can you generate an explosive play? Can you bring just a little bit of energy to the huddle and to the sideline? Because throughout most of this game, not a whole lot's gone right.
As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to be caught. It's a touchdown for the moment, but there are flags on the field, and not sure this one's going to stand. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. Looking to throw. It's Dart. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from New Jersey.